Yeah.
Dad, you're
Yeah.
an idiot. Dad,
Yeah.
you're a bloody idiot. Dad,
Yeah.
Dad,
Yeah.
you're an idiot!
Why?
You put Mum's chain on wrong!
Oh. Okay then, so it would appear my kids are right. I have indeed put the chain on back to front. I'll show you what I mean by that. See in the middle of the links here? These little holes should not be on this side of the chain. They should be on the opposite side of the chain. So I need to break the chain and turn it around. And I suppose if I'm going to do that, I might as well show you. Well, I can show you how to break the chain, show you how all that's done. I can show you how to measure the chain, but I might as well show you how to install things like the derailleur, the rear cassette, and maybe even that there. Okay, so that's the task in hand. What tools do we need? Well, first of all, we're going to need a chain splitter. If we are removing the cassette, we will need a cassette tool and a big wrench. This one happens to be extendable. Woohoo! Leverage. Chain whip. Cable snips. Did we see? Chain splitter? Allen keys. And you'll need a screwdriver as well. On this chain here, there's a specific link. I've just found it. Right. We take our finger along with divot, with divot, with divot, with divot, 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 blah, 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 blah. There. That is the one that we need to take out. Now, if you have a Shimano chain, you'll have one of these things. I'll show you what that looks like, because I have a spare one here. Don't know if you can see that in the bag there, but that's your Shimano Extra Link, and that basically you grease up the pointy end of it, you shove it through from the back of the chain towards the mechanic, and then this bit here gets snapped off and this bit stays in. Normally you would break it from that direction if you had the chain on the right way. We do not have the chain on the right way, so we're going to break it from the opposite side. So with this chain tool here, it's got a nifty little vise. Just make sure I'm on the right one. Pop that in there like that, and then this side I can just make sure I'm focusing on the job at hand. So that's gripped. It's a daisy. This side here, it's just a case of winding this on. This is tricky from this side, but I'm the one that made the mistake. Now, you'll feel it start to go, and there should be a click. There's the click. Now it will go slack. It'll go forward, and then you'll get pressure again. You don't want to push it all the way out, because if you push it all the way out, you've had it. It'll go tight again. There it is, it's going tight. I don't want to push it all the way through. Now I get nervous doing this, because if it goes through, as I've said, you've had it. So I'm going to back it off a bit and see if that will do the job. So back that off, back that off. There we are. Yeah. Right, to size a chain, basically do this it goes around your biggest ring on the front. Well, we only have one ring in the front, so that is the biggest and the smallest. Biggest ring at the front. It comes around. It goes in your biggest ring at the back. It does not pass through the derailleur. Comes around here. That goes at about 5 o'clock. Dear me. There. This comes round, and you should have 2 links. See there? Hanging below. That's how you size a chain. Big ring to big ring. We've already sized this, and if we look at the back side of this chain now, or the front side, it's got the logos on it. It says Shimano, it says whatever it says, but this is side to the mechanic. So that's where I went wrong last time. Now I need to get this back out. Handy chain guide there. Right, so now we're back with our blue gloves on, our blue latex gloves. Now fortunately, I find myself allergic to nothing, so I'm not allergic to latex. Actually, no, I am allergic to some things. I'm allergic to, it would seem, to musical theatre. Don't like it at all. Right, let's get this out. And I can show you... oh, no, I'm so used to dealing with bikes with disc brakes. But if I put the crank tool in, you'll see it goes in, but it's not going all the way. Now, what we need to do now is get our chain whip out and this fellow. I pop that on there, that'll give me the most leverage. And it is, of course, anti-clockwise to release it. There we are, all done. Pop that out, and then we can use chain tool there just to undo that. Now, this is what I wanted to show you. I hope you can see that. This is the old 8-speed, and this is the new 10-speed, and they are exactly the same height. So the space between, on the freehub body, this space here for 8 speeds is exactly the space as this one for the 10-speed. But if we look at them from above, you can see that one of them is very much larger in diameter. But this is an 11 to, I think it was 46. Giving you a lot more in the uphills anyway. Right, so that's it off. Let's put it back on. So it just slides on, and it can only go on one way. Click. How many times are you going to make me go around before I get it in? Now, if you've got SRAM or SRAM GX, that system will only take SRAM GX. If you've got just about anything else, then you can use just about anything else. So if you've got SRAM NX or SRAM SX, oh dear, come on, Gary, you've got to get this on the right way around as well. Then you can use a Shimano cassette. But GX and above, you have to use SRAM. Now that's that one. And finally, you're going to fight me as well, aren't you? Oh, just go straight on. And then to tighten it, you don't need the chain whip. Just need leverage. Okay then, I can quickly run through the fitting of the derailleur. Now you can see that it's already connected, but that's not a problem. I've also got the bike flipped around so we can see it better. The derailleur itself sits on a hanger which bolts in. Now this is your contact point, and that there is your contact point as well. They meet, and then, oops, in there, it gets tightened down. And it's as simple as that. Really, really easy stuff. How loose did I make this? Quite loose. Make sure the contact points are still there. Okay, give that a torque in a second. So, cable comes out of the shifter there, comes through the hose. Now this is an old style with many separate pieces of outer hosing exposed there as well, and it comes into there. Now this is the important thing. These are your limit screws. You have your upper limit screw and your lower limit screw. This portion here pivots around this point here, and this screw here stops it from going any further because this piece of metal connects with that. Now this has a direct relation to how far it can shift out, and then this one here, how far it can shift in. So it can't shift off the bottom cog and it can't shift off the top cog. Those are your limit screws. I've shown you where they are. Tighten them, loosen them. I'm not going to go into details, but they do need to be set. So all I'm going to do now is reconnect, put the wheel in, reconnect the chain, and then we're off to the races. Cool. So we can put our skewer, quick release skewer, back. Don't need to tighten it down too much, so it's got to go into the back wheel. Up and, oops, it's easy, pull it out of the way. In it goes. Right, I prefer doing this with the bicycle upside down. It's just always the way I've done it as a kid, and so once I've got this done properly, chain on and everything, I will be turning it back upside down to make sure it's in properly. Don't know why. Well, I do know why, I just prefer it that way. You grow up doing something and that is the way you do it. Right, that's the back wheel in temporarily, so I'm not going to connect the brakes up just now, but what we are going to do is we are going to re-thread the chain, making sure we have it on the correct side this time. Ah dear, what an idiot. But we can show you how this works. Okay, so, no, I need to change it round. Now this is the end without the split pin. And we see, thread it through here, through the chain guide, which will stop our chain slipping off. Now because this isn't a specific narrow wide chain, it is designed for the chain to slip on and off to go to a higher cog and a lower cog. So this chain guide is absolutely necessary. And I can't remember what gear it's in. I should have really shifted it before I did anything, but I didn't, so there we have it. Right, that goes round here, like so. It comes through here. It's already slipped off, so I think we're on a substantially lower cog. Let's see, where's that? I just want to be able to get it to pull through without snagging on anything, and that is snagging, of course it is. Right. Alright. That chain path does not look good at the moment. Actually, if I do this, pop that chain off, I've completed the circuit, so I just need to pop it back in and get the chain tool. There was the first click, and now we can see it going in, and that should be right as rain. Don't know what the Cockney accent was for. Yeah, brilliant. Let's have a look around that side. Oops, a daisy. There's that pedal again. Yep, that's brilliant. Okay. Pull the derailleur down, slot chain over, being careful not to get fingers trapped because these little teeth are sharp, like a baby shark's. Do. And that is not running smoothly, but now it is. Chain tool back down. Take glove off. And tool away. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do a 1x drive system for a 20-year-old bike. Lovely biscuits. Hey Soph.
Yeah.
Fixed your bike.
Woohoo!
Want to go for a ride?
Yeah.
Come on then. And we're back. And it's admission time. That bike ride did not go according to plan. The problem with using a 3x chain set to run a 1x is that a 3x chain set is designed to slip the chain, and that is exactly what happened. Every time Sophie tried to put power down through the crank, the chain slipped and made the most awful noise. Not good. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Alright, here we are then. So if you can see the chainring, well, you can see two chain rings there because I was too lazy to take the second one off, and it didn't weigh a lot, so who cares. But if you look at the second ring there, you can see how beautifully well formed that is. It looks virtually unused. Now look at the middle, well, what was the middle ring? See how worn that is. You look in particular, yeah, big finger, here, they're just utterly worn. Now what happens is, as soon as you put power down, the chain slips off. So what we really need, what we should have done in the first place, is to get a proper 1x crank system. And that, I guess, is what we're gonna have to do. So in the next episode, we're gonna buy a 1x crank system. So YouTubists, this is Gary from 1x Bikes reminding you that 1x It's definitely one better.